I want to hear. I want to hear what's going on.
Okay.
Market wise.
Okay.
I mean, it's grown quite a bit. I really don't know much about it.
When you've grown up here your whole life.
Yes.
So what was the colony when you were growing up? And what is the colony today? Like, how big a change is the colony? Because I just know, just for me from being here, the colony's changed
It's
a lot.
amazing. You know, when I was a little kid, which was a long time ago, my dad and I would drive through the colony to get to Louisville, which is on the west side of the colony over there by the lake. And it literally was just this little patch of little tiny, maybe, you know, a few hundred homes. Nowhere to stop. There wasn't a gas station. Now, this is 50 years ago, but still, it was just, the colony was kind of like, oh, the colony. It's over there, and it's not really anything.
Right.
And now, I mean, it is the center of the world up there, it feels like.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Out there.
Yes.
But we'll get into the fun stuff.
Right.
Because there's a lot of fun stuff in the colony. But let me give you some of the real estate relevant things in the colony, okay? So if we were to look at inventory right now, it is actually in favor of the sellers.
Okay.
So there's a little less inventory is what we mean in the colony. You know, houses that come on the market, they're selling a little bit quicker out there. There's not as many that are coming on the market.
Right.
So if you're a seller in the colony thinking about selling, this could be a really good time to have a conversation with somebody. 214-310-0008. If that wants to be us, give us a call. We'll talk to you about that.
Right.
Now, we've been hovering, per the stats that we can find, as low as 2 months worth of inventory.
Okay.
So when we said earlier in the show, a lot of the cities we're seeing 3.5 to 4. Yes, we've seen it go up to as high as that, but we're generally seeing it a little bit lower,
right,
in and around there, which is cool. Like, that's a very stable, consistent market, even in the midst of like the ups and downs that a lot of other places have. And whereas right now we're seeing a lot of cities, like the inventory just keeps going up, up.
Yep.
We haven't seen that as much in the colony.
Right.
It stayed a little bit like that.
And I don't think there's a lot to choose from. Like, they're landlocked, like Richardson and Plano. Like, they're not building a lot of new things in the colony. It's older homes.
Yeah.
Existing homes.
Yeah, no, it's...
Yeah.
You said it spot on, because one of the things that we noticed was there's actually a relatively small number of homes that sell on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
Really, it's somewhere in that 60, 70, 80 homes a month is what's selling in the colony. That's not a ton.
That's not a lot.
And that's maybe why when they come on the market, they sell a little bit quicker, because it is a desirable place to be because of all the amenities that are there that we'll get into a little bit. And it's also interesting because despite the fact that it is all of that, the median price has come down a little bit.
Okay.
So from this time last year to now, it's come down a little bit. Now, we've seen that in a few other places, and whenever we talk about market-wide or city-wide things, you always have to take it with a pinch of salt, because it's the average, right?
Yes.
So you want to talk to a team or talk to an agent who can explain to you what is going to be specific to your house, right? So on our team, we guarantee to sell our homes over the average price and in under the average time. We're going to sell it quicker than the average person, the average home would sell for. But we're also guaranteeing that we're going to sell it for more.
Yep.
Since May alone, we've been averaging close to 8% more than average.
That's great.
It's a huge chunk.
Yes.
But it's an average. So talk to us, give somebody a call, give our team a call, 214-310-0008, and we'll be able to explain to you what that might look like for your specific home. But there's a few other things. We've noticed that, you know, when it comes to days on market, it is a little slower this year than last year. Now, they're still selling a decent tick, but it's a little bit slower. So anyway, if we were to kind of wrap up kind of what things look like, colony is in the housing market, a little slower than last year, but still super desirable, less inventory, makes it a little bit better for sellers, but there's still a ton of opportunity for home buyers when it comes to the colony. So, it's an area that I think people want to explore because of all the things that are out there. Let's see. What are your favorite things in the colony? If you've got like 5 of them or whatever, but what are some of your favorite things, Courtney and David, when it comes to the colony? And I'll share some of mine too.
Courtney, what do you got?
I mean, I don't know that I ever go out there.
I have a good time on Saturday afternoons just walking around Nebraska Furniture Mart. The place is amazing.
It's delightful.
It's delightful.
I think, am I getting it confused with Grandscape?
It's the same.
Oh, that's the same.
I mean, it's all there. Yeah.
I mean, they say something like thousands of people descend on that place on the weekends, and then it recedes like during.
We went out to Nebraska. We went mattress shopping.
Yes,
we went out to Nebraska last couple weeks ago, and it's just awesome.
It's awesome.
It's so big that it could be like thousands of people in there, and
you wouldn't even know.
It's just because it's so big.
Yeah, I think a big player on our team is Shields, the sporting goods store.
Popular.
And it's just, you can spend hours in Shields as well. They have so many different sporting goods things.
If you have a sporting goods store that has a big wheel Ferris wheel,
big wheel.
You're doing something right.
They're
like
incredible.
You have a pretty decent size store, if that's the case.
And I discovered behind Shields is this open area where they have like concerts.
Yeah, they do.
They have a stage and
really
AstroTurf.
Yep.
And you bring your chair and your kids play and run and there's food and it's incredible.
Your grandkids are a little too young for this, but you will end up going to Andretti with them.
Yes, Andretti.
Andretti's is awesome. It is prime thing for our kids. I've got a 14 and a 13, almost 13-year-old.
It's fun.
Couple weeks, I'm going to have 2 teenagers. But it is prime thing for Andretti go-kart racing. Those things are fun.
Yes.
Like, those things can fly.
Oh, I know. It's
like,
great.
If you can get,
I
need my son to get to be 16 so he can go in like the full-blown, like fast adult ones.
Yes.
So I can race him in those. Because I did that one time and they're so fun.
Right.
But you got to be 16 to go with them.
Restaurants everywhere. Across the highway is Topgolf. I mean, it's...
Have you done World Springs?
I have not.
That would be, y'all, that'd be such a fun date night. It's like tons of hot tubs and they're all different temperatures. And like the view is really gorgeous. And essentially they're saying that they're taking minerals from all over the world.
Okay.
And so you can get in Mexico, you can get in Asia.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's a fun thing to do with friends.
You got PopStroke over there as well.
PopStroke is there
for some golf.
Yep.
Tons of restaurants. Hot 8 Barbecue.
The
Cosm's right there.
Cosm's right there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Try that.
Still need to go to that.
I know.
Has anybody been to it? No.
Do you
know anybody that's been to it?
Patrick Glaros has been.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I've heard it's an incredible way to watch a game. But the tickets are so expensive.
Well, to get like the booths and things out. Yeah. But you can get like GA, general admission, and it's not that terrible.
Still like $70.
Oh, I thought it was cheaper than that. I may be wrong.
I don't know. They're showing The Matrix right now.
They are?
They're showing Circus Olay. Wow. Like, kind of cool.
They show a lot of soccer.
A lot of soccer.
I
haven't
a lot of seen
football.
any Middlesbrough games out. Oh, there was a Middlesbrough game out there. I didn't go to it though.
Do you think they have homes on land out in the colony?
I'm gonna say very few.
They have so much space.
But I don't think they have a lot. They're been taken over by regular houses and businesses and shopping.
There's a difference between space for residential and space for commercial too.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of commercial out there that I think is the primary availability of land.